Hey everybody, it's Kissy Baby 1984, also known as Kristen. It's been about a month since my last update. 3 things to why. 3 weeks ago my charger broke. 4 weeks ago my brother was born, and my stepdaughter's grandmother passed away. So it's been kind of hard trying to do any kind of updates with no charger. I'll let you know I'm on cycle day 44. I'm not going to make this video very large because a lot of you guys already know about infertility and how stressful and overwhelming it can be. A year and 4 months ago, my fiance and I decided we wanted to start having children. I had the IUD removed December 9th of 2010. Upon having that removed, I waited an entire year before I went to go see a doctor, which was obviously in January, my first OBGYN appointment. I didn't stress about it. I took OPKs, and within that year, I never ovulated, not once. So it was concerning because obviously ovulation has to occur in order to have a baby. So I saw a fertility doctor February 14th, Valentine's Day. Dr. Reindaler told me he's been in this business for 29 years, and because of that, I have found has become a very high commodity, and it's extremely hard to schedule any appointments with him at all. Today is, again, cycle day 44. They put me on lifaloxolin because they noticed that I had a thyroid problem. With the thyroid problem, they started me off at 50 mcgs. It was working fine. I got my lab results. They said everything was fine. So I left it alone. I recently called the doctor on the 1st of cycle day 34, which was also the April 1st, and explained to her that my period had started. From taking Provera, I had Provera the month before, which was on March. Actually, my cycle started the 27th from taking Provera because they wanted to jumpstart it because it hadn't happened, and my last period had been ended on the 1st of January. So being that it had taken well over the time that they wanted it to take, they started giving me Provera in February. And on February 27th, a day after the Provera ended, the period started right up like it was supposed to. I went till cycle day 12, which was March 10th. On March 10th, I counted out the days, and now it is cycle day 44. My cycle has not started yet. Excuse me. It kind of peaked in on April 1st, played a little April Fool's trick on me, and stopped on the 4th. So I called my doctor on the 4th and explained to her that it had stopped. And she said that because of that, they're going to put me back on Provera. They put me back on Provera. I took it on that day. And on the 14th, they scheduled me for a sonohystogram because somebody dropped the ball at the fertility clinic and didn't schedule it for last cycle. So now I had to wait for the next cycle because that sonohystogram was never scheduled. The histopenogram was where my fallopian tubes are open, but the sonohystogram was never scheduled. So we scheduled that for the 14th, which now has to be postponed again because the sonohystogram has to happen within cycle day 5 and 10 of your cycle in order to, for obvious reasons, in order to be able to get an accurate reading on your uterus, because that's just going in to see if you have any tumors or cysts or anything on your ovaries. The cycle that they gave me, Provera, was a very painful, very, very painful cycle. I cramped every single day and had to have Midol every single day, which I figured because of the cramping would have caused ovulation. It did not cause any kind of ovulation or anything besides very large clots, which I'm not going to get into because that might have been TMI, but it's something that I have to speak with the OBGYN about, or even the fertility doctor about. She did schedule me another appointment. This is only the second visit I've ever seen Dr. Reindaler, who is actually the fertility specialist I'm supposed to be seeing, which is on the 25th of April. So as an update, I've been extremely overwhelmed. I've taken a shitload of laboratory tests, and excuse my French, but that's what I mean. This whole packet, which is extremely thick, is filled with results on laboratory tests, which we just recently found out that the lifaloxolin which again the fertility doctor didn't actually check into, didn't give a shit to check into it. Told me that my levels are still not where they want it to be, even after a nurse calling me telling me they were exactly where they want. Apparently they want it within a certain range if you're trying to conceive. So they had to up the dosage, which only upped it about 3 days ago. On Friday of last week, they finally decided, oh, they need to up my dosage. So now I'm at 150 mcgs. So I've been real upset because they just keep tossing everything off like it's no big friggin' deal. I'm not going to get into a big thing, but if any of you guys have gone through this situation before, please comment below. I will give you guys an update soon, more into what I'm, going to be doing about this whole infertility thing. And yeah, if you guys have any encouragement or words of wisdom or anything, just comment below, because at this point it's just so emotional that it was kind of hard for me to even do an update on my iPhone. Every time I try to do one, I'd start crying because I just get pissed off that things haven't happened yet, and it's been so long, and I'm watching my family, have children. My best friend had a child, my sister had a child, my stepmother had a child, I have a lot of friends who are having children, and it's like, here I am still receiving negative tests on everything, including ovulation. If you notice the ovulation, don't you think that that's something that they should have been treating? And this past cycle, they were supposed to start me on Clomid, and they never did. So it's so overwhelming. I just want to scream at my doctor because it just hasn't happened, and he keeps postponing the whole Clomid thing. Now I have to see him again? For what? For you to sit there and tell me the same thing? So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm dealing with. I just wish that they had to spend one day in their life being infertile, because apparently they don't care and they toss it off like it's no big deal. Anyway, that's my update for now, and I'm sorry it took so long. I hope you all have a good day. Bye.